Hey YouTube! I've been cosplay tagged by Uchiha Yuna, so I'm going to go through the series of questions with you. Question number 1 is introduce yourself. Well, my name is mavichaos, though some of you know me as Maverick Warrior through DeviantArt. Originally, it started off as Maverick Warrior on online RPG sites and stuff like that, but most of the people online thought my name was too long and they couldn't give me like a nickname. So I eventually just shortened it to Mavs or Mavi, and then eventually it became mavichaos, and I just kind of stuck with that. Question number 2, how did you get into cosplay? I didn't actually know what anime was when I first got into it. I just thought it was another kind of cartoon. So I was absolutely obsessed with Sailor Moon when I was a little girl. And of course I would look up photos on the internet, and one day I found these group of Japanese cosplayers who were all the Sailor Seishi. And I was like, oh my god, I want to do that. I want to dress up like Sailor Moon. So like for the next couple of years, I would try to convince my mother to make me a Sailor Moon outfit. It didn't go so well. But yeah. And how long have you been cosplaying? Well, again, at first I didn't know what anime was, so I was subscribed to a magazine called Mixzine when I was a little kid, because it had Sailor Moon in it. But it also had Magic Knight Rare, Parasite, and another series in it that I can't remember the name of now. And I also liked Magic Knight Rare at the time, so for Halloween in grade 5, I decided I'm going to be Hikaru Shido. Yeah, no one knew who I was. It was an awkward Halloween. But yeah, that was my technically first cosplay, but then my first cosplay at a con, when I actually knew what anime was Chocolate Misu from Sorcerer Hunters, and I was 12 years old. I was not built for it at all. I'm still not built for it, but like, I don't know what I was thinking. It was the only thing I could really make in a couple days. I ended up cutting up a loose shirt. How many cosplays have you done? 24 to be exact. Once I finish Shun, he will be my 25th cosplay, and I can't wait. I love this wig. Oh my gosh. How do you get your costumes? I make them. I've only actually had one costume made for me, and unfortunately it's one of my favorites. But for the most part, we make all our costumes, FDP does. I get a lot of pride out of doing that. It feels more personal, and it feels really like it's yours. When you order it, you get really scared because you're leaving it all into like this other person's hands, and God forbid something turns out wrong, or you're a little more picky about this certain area. It's a really big fear for me to order a cosplay. I probably won't do it again unless it's something absolutely ginormous and metal. I don't know. Something that I can't really do. I mixed up my questions. I'm really sorry. I did the what is your first cosplay too early, because apparently I can't read. So I'm going to go back. How long have you been cosplaying? Like I said, my first cosplay was in grade 5 as Hikaru Shido. Chocolate was cosplayed at Anime Evolution way back when I was 12 years old, so it's 8 years ago now. I was an early con goer, although I didn't really know much about it. I went to my first con with my sister, and she was cosplaying as Sanosuke Sagara from Rurouni Kenshin. It was the only thing we can do. Okay, now going back to the questions in order. What is your favorite cosplay and why? I have 2 favorites. One is Rosalind, because from Disgaea 2, because it's nice to dress up as a girl for a change, like to wear something that is so ultra feminine for once in my life. I don't dress feminine at all. I dress like quite the tomboy. I usually wear a t-shirt and slacks, but or sweatpants, whatever you call them. I know if I say slacks to this British kid in my class, he's like, what, underwear? I'm like, no, sorry. But yeah, Rosalind, just to have a big puffy dress, long blonde hair, bows everywhere. My god, the bows. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. It's a little uncomfortable to move in, though. You can't bend too far down. The other one is Alan from The Gray Man, just because I love black cloaks. Big, black coats are so sexy. I don't know why. I just do. I think that way. This is why I can't wait to do Organization 13, because oh my god, they'll be leather. I know I'm a retard, and you're probably going to think I'm really uncouth after this. What is your favorite thing about cosplaying? My favorite thing about cosplaying is that you get to try different styles of clothing and hair that you may be afraid to try otherwise. I have recently discovered that I have an obsession with white hair, which is why I keep cosplaying the white-haired characters, and anytime a white-haired character shows up in a series I'm not too familiar with but FDP wants to do, I almost always volunteer to be the white character. And it's getting rather silly. But yeah, I really like white hair, and just to try different styles. Like, I would never wear puffy dresses and bows, but Rosalind got me out there and doing that, and it's nice to feel feminine once in a while, but at the same time you want to feel maybe punk and tough and stuff like that. Got a cosplay pet peeve, and yes, what it is. You can have the most ultra fantastic costume in the universe, but if you do not shave your underarms, it looks disgusting. Shave your fucking underarms. Oh my god. It is the most disturbing thing when I see like my most favorite characters like Edward Elric. He's just strutting his stuff, walking around, and then he lifts up his arm and there's a mystical forest going on down there. Oh! It's so disturbing and so disgusting. I'm very big on hygiene and body odor, and oh, it just drives me insane. And when people wear like heaves of makeup, like if you want to wear a little eyeliner, that's totally cool. I mean, you gotta have a little feminine tweak here and there. But when you put like Gara makeup all over yourself when you really don't need to, like when you're being Lelouch or hell, even a regular Naruto or something, it's really not necessary. It's actually quite ridiculous. And tell me about your most recent cosplay. My most recent cosplay was Soul at the Christmas shoot when we did Soul Eater as our group project. I really like him. He's a cool guy. Like, he always gives out that I'm cool exterior, but you know, deep down, he's a real soft spot for Maka, and I think that's really cute. Plus, he's a scythe. You turn into a frickin' weapon. It's like made of awesome. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Thanks for listening, and look forward to sunny. Sun. Bye. Alright, take two. So, hi YouTube. I'm gonna redo that. Because it started as Maverick Warrior, and then I would use that name for fuck's sakes. I hate cameras. Stuff like that, and eventually I would find photos from Japan of people actually dressing up like Sailor Moon. Fuck, that's my mother. Yeah?
I'm just running these forms down to Dad because I'm not sure if they're the current forms.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be right back.